Hello folks, welcome to the channel. Today we are going to talk about overheating with the S9. And a lot of you guys have asked me to finally do a review where I actually use a V-mount battery instead of using a fan. I did the fan one already some months ago, and now I tested out with the V-mount. And spoiler alert, it doesn't make any difference. I still most probably will prefer to use a fan over the V-mount. And now I'm going to show you the reason why that would be a thing. This is not going to be a super big, long video. So yeah, we're just going to cut straight to the chase. So let's go in and basically start doing the testing. So many people have asked me to do this test where I'm basically doing the overheating issue with the V-mount. So here, attached to the S9. So now as you see, I'm using the dummy battery here, and then I have basically the V-mount connected. So I have the V-mount here, and then I have the S9 here. So as you can see, it's basically here now, recording. Now I'll put it in the highest frame rate. So as you can read here, I can just put it in a way that you guys can read everything properly. So as you can see here, it's in 6K open gate, and then, well, those are the settings. I don't think it's really relevant. So yeah, so this is pretty much everything. I don't know how the audio sounds. I'm just doing this pretty quickly. So yeah, I press record. So now it's going to start recording. I'm going to follow how the overheating is going to work, and then going to get the feedback back to you guys once this is done. So as soon as this is done, I'm going to report to you guys how things went. But as you saw, I didn't put any fan, I didn't put anything, and it's actually a good indication for myself as well, so I get to know how it actually works with the V-mount. Because if I don't need the fan, that would be actually cool. So that means I can bring with me just a little, power bank, or a little dummy battery as this one here, or V-mount battery as this one here, and then record. So let's see how it's going to go. And inside here is 23 degrees Celsius and about 23 degrees Celsius. So let's see how things will go. At 33 minutes now, I saw that it's starting to blink for the overheating. So let's see how long before it shuts down. But as we saw, at 33 minutes, it's yeah, it's pretty kind of short time. So yeah, let's see at what minute it will shut down. But yeah, so interesting. So probably V-mount still did not really solve the situation with overheating in my test, at least. But let's see how long before it actually shuts down. In 6K open gate, basically it record up to around, let's say, 40 minutes max top. So it's still not kind of the amount that you will reach by using a ventilation or a fan attached to the back of the camera. So in this case, the fan is still kind of a better system to use. But we still have the 4K, right? So let's go see how it will perform in 4K. So now I switch it up to 4K, and 4K, I actually just saw that after 47 minutes it's starting to overheat. So yeah, those are the tests that I have done. So yeah, I'm not sure how long it's going to take before it shut down. I'm going to monitor it now and see when exactly gonna shut down and then update you guys. But apparently with the V mount you might get maybe a little bit more than when you don't have a V mount, but for sure you're gonna need a fan into this into the S9 if you want to, you know, record a little bit more, you know, content, so a little bit more longer form content, right? This camera will be perfect, you know, in your studio for podcasting and stuff, but you will need a fan, which it can cause a lot of noise issues as well. If you have a good microphone, it shouldn't be a problem. As I saw, they are not a big problem at all, especially because the cameras are going to be like 2 meters far anyway, and if it's an issue, just back it up a little bit more. And technically podcast mics are pretty good and they are not going to pick them up. So yeah, so now I'm going to wait how long before it shuts down and update you guys. Basically, even in 4K, it's still pretty good though, because you can still record up to around 1 hour of time before the camera shuts down. So in 4K, it is better, but not better than the ventilator, because with the ventilator, you basically run forever, right? So yeah, guys, this is kind of what I was trying to say already, even in the comments, that maybe with the V-mount, you can still kind of bypass a subtle overheating issue that the battery has. But obviously, you're not going to bypass the camera itself overheating, right? So the component inside the camera, from the sensor to the IBIS and so on, so the electronic and the mechanical part inside the camera overheating. So that's where a fan becomes better than anything else, because the camera, the fan, the ventilation is actively putting in cooling into the camera body, right? So according to my testing, a V-mount battery, it's not the way to go for a long form content. Might help slightly with time, but the ventilation and the ventilator, it's still a better system. But let's share down below in the comment what you think about. I don't know what this other person who have done the video showed or help, or what helped, you know, the other person to kind of manage to reach settled times, you know, by using the V-mount. But in my testing and in my environment, that didn't really help. So yeah, thank you for watching. Let's have a chat down below. Hope you're taking good care of yourself mentally, physically, and spiritually. And I'm going to see you in the next one. Take good care of yourself. Okay? See ya.